In a rainforest treehouse just behind the beach at Bingil Bay, artist Liz Gallie carves out her time weaving elements of the natural environment into beautiful and bespoke jewellery.
The combination of being an artist and a conservationist is motivated by seeing that beauty compromised in one way or another. For Mission Beach, it's been an unbroken history of people in our community who are wanting to protect what is special here. I'm Liz, and this is Mission Beach Magic. I grew up on a farm on the west coast of the North Island of New Zealand. I was always outside, even though it was a cold climate, it was outdoor living. You were always outside as a kid, doing things, making things, exploring around the farm. And really growing up like that was, I think, a freedom. My friends started all coming to Australia to earn money because you couldn't earn good money in New Zealand at that time. So I came over to Australia to do the same thing. And, you know, you're in the bar somewhere and, you know, people are talking about places and Mission Beach was one of those places. This is what I would say is quintessentially Mission Beach. That's pretty magic, isn't it? You know, you don't get that in that many places where you have that relatively thick rainforest going right down to the beach. And then you come out onto this wide expanse of just goes forever, and Dunk Island is just right there.
With Mission Beach as her base, Liz set out to explore Australia. And a chance discovery on an island near the Northern Territory sparked an idea that was about to change the trajectory of her career.
And when I was walking the beach, I found a skeleton, and I couldn't really figure out what it was. So I took that and I took one of the rib bones, which was surprisingly heavy. I ended up experimenting with it, and I made my first piece of jewellery.
From that first piece, which turned out to be a dugong bone, began a journey of experimentation with natural materials for Liz's unique creations.
I started making lawyer cane baskets. It was another one of those things that you observe somebody's making. The lawyer cane that you use, the actual cane that I use in the jewellery, that's the trunk of the palm. The handles, which were twist cane on the baskets, one day I put some silver around and wove the silver into that and wore it out and got a lot of compliments from that. At least I've been making it now since the mid-80s, and people still have them, and they come back and show me that they've still got their piece of jewellery, and yeah, it's kind of nice. When you solve the problem in your mind, when you actually get that thought that would work, I think your brain gets a little bit warm. Something happens, but it just feels good.
And that, I think, to me, like local cane and then the pearl from Hinchinbrook, doesn't get any better than that, does it? Oh, wow.
But like generations of artists on the Cassowary coast, Liz developed a strong passion for the protection of the region itself, and in particular, its prehistoric residents.
It's not exclusive to artists, but artists do have an appreciation of nature, of beauty. Life slows down when you're in the presence of a cassowary that is really in its own environment and it's not bothered about you. It's the ultimate meditation in a way, and you're made so aware of the fact that they are ancient. They've been around for millions of years. This is a Wet Tropics Management Authority. They give cassowary awards every year, and this one is it's called Community Champion Work. Yeah, it's very proud to have. Instead of saying that everything else around us has to give way to what we are, we've got to find a way to fit in with what is in around us.
You can find out more about Liz's conservation work or her jewellery by heading to cassowarycoasttourism.com.au.
I couldn't imagine being anywhere else. It is the place where I think I have that sense of belonging, and certainly I've got a total commitment in trying to influence any way that we can protect just what it is that makes it so magic.
After the break,
We've had people that have travelled all over the world and it's blowing them away.
that's next on My Way.